it's me. I know we haven't talked lately, but I just want you to know that you should press that like button.
All right.
Transitions.
You are about to get mind fucked in every degree possible.
Real
Joke's on
quick.
you. I went through psychology.
There we go.
Still gonna get
Real
mind
quick. This
Tracts Manor.
is Kingdom Hearts theory, part 2.
Part two.
All right.
Lore.
Of part 2.
Lore.
Lore. Yeah. all
I'm
the
Chase,
lore.
Tyler.
Tanner.
I'm the clueless one.
and his
Cody.
name is also
Cody.
yes, beautiful son of a gun. All right, guys. This
We're gonna get mind fucked.
is the theory of what we think may happen with Kingdom Hearts, what we hope to happen with Kingdom Hearts, and Cody is completely clueless as to what's going on.
And
You may-
I already have a headache.
And, well, you're a true fan of Kingdom Hearts then, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. May also be like something else like held.
It's like
We
That's
will
cool.
have
JoJo.
It's really cool.
Real quick-
Cody has not seen a single thing. of
I
Kingdom
know
Hearts,
the
correct?
opening of the new
Yes.
one, you know? It's a good song.
We're trying to open them up, folks.
Yes.
We're gonna try.
This is gonna turn you away. Now, I just do want to say right now, we are gonna cover Yozora and Remind. So if you have not played Remind, that's just playing it or watching the secret ending, and then come back.
Yeah, spoilers.
Because we are gonna have spoilers for the new DLC Remind.
So many spoilers.
There we go. With that said, holy shit, Luxord being a main character that rivals freaking Lushu,
aka Zigbar,
aka Brig.
yeah, and whatever other aliases he's taken on as throughout his years. Because
True.
as we know, he said he's casted away one form, but we don't know how many he's casted
Multiple
away.
forms, yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I love it. I love
Just
it.
like,
Way to just jump right in, buddy.
Oh, man,
jump
nuts.
into it.
I'm
So-
super psyched for like how the story. I'm so psyched to talk about this, honestly, guys.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
this, as I think we all kind of knew, and I think I recalled it even in the last video, that if you were hoping for more Disney-related things, you were sorely let down. You were let down hard, but you got a lot more of the Kingdom Hearts world, aka Sora's world, and everybody else's, plus Yozora's. as
And we
well.
get Final Fantasy people back.
Yes, we do for the brief moment, but yes,
Very brief moment,
yes. And as enjoyable as it is, I would have loved more Final Fantasy-esque things that could have been in it. But you know what? Honestly, those fights that we had were so Final Fantasy and beyond that I was excited about it. And anytime you get to play as Mickey Mouse in a video game with a sword, a keyblade.
It was kind
That's
of lackluster, though.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Do what?
it was kind of lackluster.
You didn't like that part with Miggy?
Where you're just walking towards
Well,
the...
yeah, like
that
it was the build-up of the song, man. It's your favorite song playing in the background.
I didn't even notice it.
Full-on orchestra, it's beautiful.
Well, there were so many people in here.
Going
I
on.
didn't
Yeah.
get to really listen.
really
That
like take
was-
it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I will definitely say that I will use any excuse to run around as Mickey Mouse with a sword hitting people. That sounds fantastic.
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
Thank you.
So I full-heartedly agree that Luxord is the person in the secret ending that's chauffeuring Yozora around. And I wholeheartedly believe that whenever he gave the card that said this is, what did he say when he gave the card to...
This is your wild card.
This is your wild card?
Yeah, you never know when you may need it or something.
Or to Sora. He
Yeah.
gave
Yeah,
it to
there's-
Sora.
I
Yeah.
believe what's happening is Luxord, something's going on in their world and they need someone like Sora.
Yeah.
So he placed himself in, cause he probably placed himself in the most evilest thing because they're like, okay, if anyone's going to be ballsy enough to stop the Organization 13, they're probably going to be ballsy enough to help us with Yozora. And I think that's what all this is just them plucking Sora out from their world to help them in their own world.
Let's do this real quick. So, Chase knows all and beyond everything about
Kingdom Hearts. I love the lore. I cannot say that I am the lore master.
We're master of masters.
Sure, absolutely.
I don't know. I would
Absolutely.
say Chase is Master of Masters. You are about to become
You're in grad
Master.
school.
I'm Muck Sword.
And
I'm
I've only
or
played
I'm
1, 2, and
Lucia.
3. I haven't played any of the other games other
Yeah.
than 3, 5, 8 over
You're
2.
Sora.
Which tune in, we may be able to sneak in a couple
you're-
of those games
I would-
for them because I'd love for both of them
But-
to just really be overwhelmed by all of it.
You're
So,
actually
I
just
don't-
clueless as fuck.
I'm here. I would say
Yeah.
like on the scale, like this man is out here like with a doctorate.
Oh my God.
This man's graduating.
This is
soon
perfect.
during college. I'm over here freaking like getting potty trained.
You are Master Yensid. You're King Mickey. I am Sora, and you're
Donald?
Oh, well, that's...
No, it's way too much credit.
Well, it's fine. I mean,
Um,
Donald gets Zeta Flare
He's
at the end,
he's
so that's not all
he's
bad.
Hainer. He's Hainer.
You are him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
he's like, thank you.
You
Hainer's
know
a good guy.
nothing
He's a
about
great
this
guy.
except
Absolutely.
you just like Kingdom Hearts, and you know Kingdom Hearts exists.
You have a best friend, and you're searching for him, but you're not really sure what his name is. You
Yeah.
can't remember.
Yeah.
But
don't even
then
know
you
that
see a
knowledge.
picture, and you're like,
Honestly,
"Oh my god!"
honestly, Cody, I would love for all of us to sit down and do a let's play of you going through all the Kingdom Hearts. Just to
We
get
should
your
do that.
perspective.
We should totally
Actually,
do
that's
that.
not a bad
Just
idea.
I would-
Yeah.
Yes.
Kingdom
I would-
Hearts through the eyes of.
We take it into moderation. We're not gonna just pound it in.
got
you.
I just imagine
Yeah.
you just
I've got
shoving the
them.
games
Yeah.
down
Yeah.
your throat. You're
Yeah.
going, enjoy, boy.
Tonight,
Yeah.
how late can you stay out tonight? Because tonight you're gonna play part number 1.
Oh, what
heading
time's your
out.
curfew?
Oh
I'd
my
love
gosh.
to see you play number
There's
1.
no way he can go through 1.
I don't know if
Yes,
I got
there
that
is.
much time though.
Tonight?
Yeah,
no,
no,
not
tonight,
tonight.
no.
But like start get past Destiny Islands.
We're gonna if we do this on 1. If any of you say that 1's your favorite game, you're a liar.
Yes, you are.
If we're gonna go through 1, we're gonna go on the easiest mode, and we are gonna bird through that game.
Yes.
As far as just gameplay wise, I want you to get the story because I think you dig it. Maybe we'll see.
Now,
But
hold on.
I'd love
Are we
it.
gonna play this? Because just like Star Wars, are we gonna do this original order? Are we gonna do this numerical order? Are we gonna do this
Chronological.
lore order?
We should probably do this in the
Well,
original order, as far as like how we got the games
True,
and how
okay.
it came from one and the other, and then
So,
we
yeah.
can just show cutscenes of Chain of Memories. I don't want to play that.
Well, I was talking about like.
You can just show me the title of it. Like, yeah, I got my fill.
Yeah.
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 Oh, there's cards. Oh, we can only use cards. Oh, and each card is a hit. No, thank you.
Yeah, it's a neat battle system, but no thanks.
Nope.
And there's a
No.
electric
No.
ninja who's like,
But we'll
It's like,
we'll-
here you go, developers, hold this. This
we'll-
is an L.
We'll eventually jump into more of that, hopefully, because I would love to get that point.
Yeah,
of view.
so let's jump into the lore.
yeah.
all right.
Jump into it.
Yeah, so anything else you want to say about like the whole Yozora thing and how that's gonna go? Because
Man, here's the thing.
I think they're done with Disney.
Absolutely. I think if there is going to be there may be some Disney related things with an ongoing in the next games, but Disney is not going to be a primary focus at all.
Yeah.
I
I think they ended
wow.
off like Mickey's saga is done.
Yeah.
All the Disney World sagas are done.
Right.
There's no reason to go back to a Disney World saga ever again.
If they wanted to in games later on, after you go through whatever we're going to go through next, I
Yeah.
could see that happening. But here's the thing: it's not going to be like Disney we think. I think it's going to be Disney as in Marvel and Star Wars.
Yeah. Well,
I was gonna say, what
Uh,
about
yeah.
Star Wars?
Great
Yeah,
point.
Star Wars. Here's the
what
thing:
popped in my head.
Nomura, the creator of Kingdom Hearts,
There's no need to do the princesses either. Too, so.
Yeah, I mean, they'll probably do that in an aspect, one way or the other. It just won't probably be princesses, or maybe it won't be directly princesses. But the creator, when they asked him, they said, "You've done all these Disney titles, all the way from Dumbo to Lion King, just everything almost. Even
I
Big
remember.
Hero 6, which is one of my favorite levels to play in Kingdom
Oh, yeah.
Hearts. It's beautiful."
Gorgeous.
But they asked him why not like Marvel or Star Wars because they're Disney property too, and he just replied with time.
Yep.
He didn't say it's impossible. He didn't say it's never gonna happen. He just said basically, look, we've been doing this game that you guys have been wanting for a long time, and we're not just gonna just keep adding more stuff in. Be like, okay, wait another year or two, and you're gonna get even more worlds.
we already
Well,
had to
they
wait
didn't even
until
own
50
Marvel,
years.
or they didn't even own Marvel or Star Wars
Yeah.
until they were already working on this.
So-
game.
yeah.
So to go back and add those.
Oh,
two
that
This
was
is-
a nightmare.
Yeah, exactly.
This is
Yeah.
how far Kingdom Hearts 3 was in development whenever, like, versus Disney. When Frozen 1 came out,
They had to go back and redo
they had to
part
go
of it.
back and redo the story for Frozen because Frozen was not released yet.
Oh, wow.
They completed the story off of the base manuscript that they got, like the base script, and at that time they already completed it, like changed it.
And then they had to go back.
Which is why Frozen, if you play through Kingdom Hearts 3, feels disjointed and disheveled and random is
Which you
because
talked
they had a
about.
lot of cut.
You talked about
Yeah.
that in the first
They
video.
had a lot of cut access to it.
Well,
so.
all I can say to that is give this man a lightsaber.
There you go.
A
That's
lightsaber
what-
keyblade.
A
Yes.
lightsaber blade.
They did a
Absolutely.
Tron blade. They can do a lightsaber.
Yeah.
I would love that.
I
Love
think, and you know, and
That would
everyone
make one
argues, oh, it may not look right. Well, you know, when you playing Kingdom Hearts 3, you go to Pirates of the Caribbean world, and that looked pretty darn sharp to me.
It did.
Barbosa looked pretty real. Johnny Depp looked
Oh,
real. Sparrow. Are you talking?
Davy Jones.
David Jones.
Jones.
Yeah. Immediately I understood.
Yeah, he looks
Face.
really good.
Yeah, no, he
Meanwhile,
looks
I was like,
fantastic.
yeah,
and so I have no doubt. I think Darth
Time on his
Vader
stream.
would look amazing in an Unreal 4 engine
Oh my
aspect.
God.
The lightsabers
yes.
would look sweet, and if they wanted to, if you don't want to go off the direct story as far as the movie saga, you can throw in Rebels, you can throw in Clone Wars,
Yeah.
and it would be just as good.
Bro.
You know, so I know, but we gotta go. I know.
Marvel Keyblade, but it's nanobots. So every
Yeah.
time he swings it, it forms.
Yeah, and it forms out.
That would be sweet.
Yeah, imagine the form changes for that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That'd be
Big
sick.
fat giant cannon that just blows everything away. It's your own Zeta flare. Yeah,
Because
that'd
I mean,
be cool.
Iron Man. So, when it comes to Kingdom Hearts 3, this new Remind trailer, or this Remind DLC, blows a lot of the stuff out of the water.
Yeah.
With with speculation and everything, and then also there's another big thing that's being underlooked because I can hardly find it, and that is Scott snoring in the background. Hello, Scott.
He's a good dog.
Is the fact that the arc. So the arc is only seen in Kingdom Hearts 1, and when in Kingdom Hearts 1 we were told that it makes emblemless heartless. That's its reason for being there. Which heartless don't fit into Kingdom Hearts until Kingdom Hearts 1 or around that time zone.
Right.
So why the frick would the arc still be around in the days of Union Cross? Unless it has another meaning for it.
I mean, but isn't that always been how Kingdom Hearts?
Always Kingdom Hearts.
There's always more meaning to this. You just don't know it.
Yeah.
And we're like,
Sure,
yeah, sure, tomorrow. We know. We gotta wait another 2 years before you can tell us. We're waiting. We love you. Just give it to us.
Just
all over our
wait.
face.
Yeah.
That's all we
Yeah.
want. It's just Kingdom Hearts all over
See
our
that
face.
like oh my god.
It's-
Any single time you see an X in Kingdom Heart, it has to do with the organization and their sigil. It's horrible. It's like that dude has an X on his shirt. Organization's keeping tabs on him.
Wait, does that mean when X is gonna give it to you, he too?
Oh no! He's the first
He's the first
organization.
one. Yeah, he's been Norded.
He's
yeah.
Norded.
He's been Norded.
Norded.
Yeah. No, so that was a cool revelation thing.
Xehanort is
All the X sigils mean something, which when you go back and you watch the backstory and they're like, the one with the sigil is the traitor.
Yeah.
And you feel really dumb that there's only one that has an X in their name and you're like, oh.
What is this, like
So,
Pro Sniper
I,
XX and Sniper Wolf?
Yeah,
This is so crazy.
I thought the sigil we were looking for was gonna look like a nobody, unversed, or heartless symbol.
It's just
kind
a
of
fucking
looking
X.
thing. No,
Just an X.
Just an X, and they're like, haha, stupid.
And it's
And you're like,
like-
you know what? I love this game, but screw you. That's rude. You
Yeah.
know, and then you got to wait another 2 years before the game.
And that's
came
the
out.
stupid thing. The sigil isn't just an X. Anytime something makes a cross, because in Dream Drop Distance, it's like, how are they keeping tabs with Sora? Sora's fucking clothes on the back of his shirt makes an X, and that's enough fucking power for him to be spied on by the organization because it makes a fucking X pattern.
Oh!
Are you serious?
Yes! Yes!
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
The back of his
That's why-
shirt
that's why
has
we
a
wanted
fucking
to-
X.
yeah.
He's like, you've been wearing our sigil the whole time. You just don't fucking know it.
Yeah.
What do you mean? See the X on your back? Yes, that's our fucking sigil.
It's
Yeah.
like patenting a fucking letter and saying, "Oh, you have that letter in your word. That's our word now." What?
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
actually all of Organization 13. Organization
Yeah.
13 is like, to be in the organization, you have to have a fucking X in your name.
Yeah.
You're no longer Sora. You're fucking Roxas.
And that's why they kept trying to call him Roxas over and over again.
Yeah.
So that he would come back. Yeah.
Jesus. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
You gotta just hold it back, buddy. I know it's.
You're gonna have a heart
Kingdom,
attack.
Kingdom Hearts
Yeah,
it makes
this is some,
it
intense
makes
stuff.
you happy, but like I mean, we've always talked about that the continuity has not always truly always been there. You know,
You solve one
Hey.
one answer and you get 5 more questions.
Yeah, which I'm fine with. You know, as long as we can keep getting games. Here's my thing. I am kind of happy they are moving away from Disney because
Absolutely.
nothing against Disney. God, please understand, nothing against Disney. It's just
More like Cartoon Network. I was
oh,
just,
dude, I love that. But I imagine, like I've said, licensing and everything else takes so long, and making these games that basically look straight out of the movies because. Well, I will say over and over again that Unreal Engine is. I want to use it on everything.
Everything.
And it looks great. I want that for other things. I'm hoping it's gonna be this. I hope it's gonna be that. But at the same time, I'm just like, man, just give us the next game as quick as possible. Let's get the next story. Which what's the next one? Xehanort Code or something like that?
Yeah, so I'm not sure the exact name of it because I think they're letting the
It's a phone game. I won't be playing it.
The fans are gonna name it,
play
I
it,
think, but it's supposed to be young Xehanort and how he came to be.
I didn't even know about
Xehanort.
this.
Yeah.
Yes,
It was announced not too long ago, and
it was announced right when Remind was coming out.
And that's cool.
Yeah.
Like I have not played Unchained at all because as cool as it is, I don't dig. Honestly, I don't dig phone games that much.
Yeah,
like
Union Cross?
Spyfall,
It's
that's
a
the other
good-
thing,
yeah,
but like
yeah.
Union Cross, it's just the story. I like that part. I like everything else about it, but I just don't care to play the game.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, I haven't touched it.
I don't.
And you know what's really sad about Kingdom Hearts is that the fan base is almost becoming as toxic as Star Wars fan base.
It can be, yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Because I've seen so many times where people are like, every game is horrible except for Kingdom Hearts 2. Every game is horrible. Don't look at me.
How'd you smile, boy? Yeah.
Just smile and wave.
I don't argue.
But
I
to be
love
fair-
Kingdom Hearts 2. It is a fantastic
Yeah.
game. It still is. And
I think it's the best.
Kingdom Hearts 3 was good. The only reason why it sucks in a lot of people's eyes because there was such a big nostalgic factor and a push going towards it that there's no way they could have made a game that
To reach our
delivered
height.
everything that we wanted.
Right.
It's because they
Half-Life.
waited. It's
Yeah.
because they waited so long.
yeah.
They legitimately waited 13 years, I
13
think.
years. Yeah.
Finally,
Which-
I can say something.
Fuck you. I love you, Nomura. Fuck you and your 7-year, 13-year bullshit and your 358 or 2-day bullshit.
Because it's all
Gives this man
relevant
a
to the
sense
games
to
that
be-
came out, you see?
Because
7 years, 7 lights, and 13 years, 13 darknesses. So now it's reversed. Now
No,
it's reversed. It's
no.
going to be 7 darknesses, 13 lights, so we got another 20 years for the next one. You know?
Fun fucking
great.
fact. You wanna know something? You know how many days is in between Kingdom Hearts 3 releasing and fucking Remind releasing?
Not
358 fucking days.
God, it's no
Oh my
surprise,
God.
though. It's brilliant in its own right because at least he's like showing continuity with numbers.
He is on point with continuity.
Yeah, I just
Good.
wanted to do that.
No, yeah.
Yes,
I mean,
Cody.
to be fair, finally I can say something about something. Toxicity is something that you see in a lot of fan bases when they
Yeah.
get super big and everything. I mean,
Yeah.
just look at the Fallout fan base. Look at like, oh my god, Undertale fan base.
FNAF.
FNAF is another big one.
Those last
We
two
need-
surprise me that to have such toxicity is Undertale because it's a great game in its own
yeah,
right.
yeah, it's amazing.
and I love just the way that you do it. Yeah, I'd be down.
We say that every single time we talk about
I mean,
Kingdom
but-
Hearts.
But yeah, also FNAF. FNAF is like, I mean, I have the Silver Eyes book. I don't know if you guys
Yeah.
ever read it.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh,
And if
man.
you ever want to borrow it, I'll bring it
Okay.
for you.
Yeah, it's actually FNAF is doing
It's a
something
great book.
amazing soon. Like
Yeah.
they're
I know we're getting off topic.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry.
they're doing a lot more this year, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna be all for it.
No, yeah,
Um,
and so man, I know that the future for Kingdom Hearts is going to be bright.
right. It's-
I just
yeah.
know. I know it will be, especially on anything
Light.
console release. You know,
Light.
exactly. All 7 of them,
Oh, yeah,
or
totally.
13, whatever.
7 like
Yeah.
Chases.
Chase.
What?
Chase.
And you're right by the way.
I was so mad, but dude, I cannot
away from the
stand
microphone.
it. I cannot stand it when we get like this game and it
Careful.
comes out the way we want it to, and then all of a sudden it
just
just
put my
kind of
hand here for you.
It just, and then it just kind of just like levels it out, and they're like, okay, we're gonna bring back the hype and give you this DLC, and you're like, all right,
Yep.
and they're like, all right, you ready?
Wow.
And it was a really fun ride. there's no pick back up.
Yeah.
And we don't get that yet.
Is
and I
there
get
gonna
that,
be? Is there
but
gonna be like another
Thanks,
DLC
but-
with Kingdom Hearts, or is this it for Kingdom Hearts?
I
DLC?
would seriously doubt if we had another DLC for Kingdom Hearts. If we did, that'd be great. Guarantee we'd have to pay another
Yeah.
$30, but it would
Oh,
be great. More story continuity is always nice.
Yeah.
$30 for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
You want to know what I really loved
DLCs
though?
have inflated price wise
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot
Always.
nowadays.
You want to know what I really loved how Kingdom Hearts 3 reminded this is I literally think they had Remind planned since the very beginning of Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Because there was a lot of things in Kingdom Hearts 3 it's like, okay, like Aqua for a change. Whenever everyone was dying and it was Riku, Aqua, and Sora about to fight the Tornado Heartless, and Aqua just stood
frozen,
there.
Yeah.
Frozen in
I
fear.
remembered in the original Kingdom Hearts 2, I was like, why didn't she do anything?
Yeah,
She's
right.
useless.
You mean 3?
Yeah, and then you finally see through her eyes that all those Heartlesses are dark Aquas in her eyes, and it's like, oh my god, I feel that.
Yeah.
And it's
Now I
much,
totally understand why she's just standing there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That'd be horrifying.
This-
Seeing a bunch of dark versions of yourselves coming
Yeah.
at you.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
and I thought for as stupid as this DLC was for giving us the same last half of the game for $30, it did such a beautiful job at opening more,
Explaining more things.
explaining
Yeah,
more things.
absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It
And
was
side note, Christopher Lloyd as Xehanort is the
So beautiful.
perfect
So
casting.
good. It was
Like,
actually really
no
well.
offense to the other guy, I don't know his name. I
a
don't.
time traveler voicing a time
But
traveler. Who would have thought?
I know, but I don't know. Maybe they just couldn't get Christopher Lloyd in time or what. But no offense to the guy who had to do it. That's a big job to step up from
Yeah.
having to
I still
basically
like the,
replace Nimoy. I mean,
Yeah, that's big roles to fill.
and the
yeah.
only reason why Nimoy was replaced was because obviously he had
Passed away,
passed.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean, and I'm sure Nomura was kind of beat up about that. That he wished he would probably would have hurried it up so that
Yeah.
you could have continued that. But dude, there's so much we don't know about that goes on with that. I don't even want to know sometimes. But
Mhm.
I thought Christopher Lloyd as Xehanort was amazing.
It was perfect because
It was really- yeah.
he's like, you have to have an old. That's the thing with that type of voice actor is, I believe the person that got to do Xehanort, old
Yeah.
Xehanort, was a guy in their 40s. When you have to have an old guy,
an older man, yeah. Christopher Lloyd's old. Yeah, no, like
He's ancient.
He sounds. He literally sounds
rude,
old.
dude.
Yeah,
no,
he,
he does.
sounds
No, he
old.
really
He
does.
doesn't have to act
Yeah.
old. He sounds old.
Well, and that's because we know
Yeah.
that like Xehanort at the minimum, I think he's like almost in his 80s because
Yeah.
you see him talking to the Master of Masters, which we don't get to hear his name. They
Nope.
blur it out
Yep.
Yeah.
because I
Which
get
makes
it.
me
Like,
think-
dang it!
Which makes me think we must already know his name.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's got to be. But
My name's Sora.
yeah,
Like, oh my god, bro.
Yeah, you think
And
that?
if you remember young Xehanort's reaction, he's
don't-
like, oh,
Yeah.
what? That makes sense. Holy shit's fucking Sora.
hold on.
Wow, no way.
It could be yes, and that's why I've always thought it.
Yeah,
I
same.
didn't. But like,
Because they still have that same, like,
well,
childishness to them.
yeah, exactly. And
Damn,
so-
also has
So
that
I
too.
think.
Yeah.
So I think honestly, like if Sora is the Master of Masters, everyone's like, how could he do that, dude? He's been able to time travel. We've figured this out through Dream Drop Distance and 3 that now Sora can do basically what Xehanort has
Yep.
always been able to do.
Yep.
Yeah.
So maybe somewhere along the way, Sora snapped and.
Maybe that's why he's so goofy.
Yeah, you never know. Because I love that the Master of Masters reminds me of Deadpool way too much.
Yes, he
And I love it.
he acts
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds.
But yeah, going back, so I think Xehanort, he's got to be at least in his 80s. Because,
Oh,
I mean,
no.
he was still like a young teen, and then it said 75 years later when
Yep.
they brought it back up to continuity after he talks to the Master of Masters. And so, yeah, I agree. An old man should play an old man.
Absolutely.
It was an
agree.
old man.
Oh, it was an old man? Who was the guy?
Rutger Hauer.
Oh, wow.
The dude from Blade Runner.
Yeah, no offense to him, but
Wow.
Christopher Lloyd was the better choice in that.
Yeah.
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 No offense to the guy.
Rutger Hauer sound like just a Mexican dude. And that's not being racist. He just
No, he
had
kinda
like
did.
Mexican undertones.
Well, I thought he was.
It's because he was trying to act old, and I think that's just kind of how his
Yeah.
voice reflected it.
His voice he probably would have been fine with just his regular voice.
Yeah.
But
Christopher Lloyd was
yeah,
perfect
man,
for it.
I think the game was good. It wasn't the best.
No.
I think the DLC made it better.
Mhm.
So you had to pay $90 for the game?
Ooh.
Yeah, give or take all together.
Ooh.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It goes to show you. And the fact that it weaved in so perfectly with the end game. Did they really make this, or did they have it and hold it back?
I'd have to hope that they wouldn't hold it back. I mean, for profit gain, that's one thing, but another just to. Like, why would you mess with the story like that?
And I don't
see
want to
Nomura
say
doing that.
Yeah,
I
don't want to say
think-
Square Enix can do that.
I think
he's setting up his baby.
But also, aren't they doing?
he wants to do everything right for Final
Yeah,
Fantasy 13,
exactly.
aka Yuzora. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
If you don't think it
they
is,
even look the same.
if you don't think it is, then you're blind.
He's
That's all there
setting
is to
this
it.
up for his baby.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
there's,
Final
I don't
Fantasy
I don't
and
see
Kingdom
him
Hearts
doing
are
this.
connected.
Yes.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it's Square Enix and Disney, and so Nomura, the guy who did Final Fantasy 15, the one he really wanted to do was Versus 13, which
Who
looked a
also-
lot like 15, but
And they told him, no, don't do 13. We don't want to build on it because 13 sucked.
yeah.
We want you to do a completely different one.
He also not this.
Yeah.
He also worked on Dirge of Cerberus.
Oh,
Yeah.
And that's the thing is, I think now that, and another reason why I think Kingdom Hearts is going to go up from here is now we're moving away from Disney and Nomura has more say in what goes into this game.
Yeah.
I just want to say one thing.
He's
That's
going
really,
into his own element. Yeah.
That's really funny. From somebody who doesn't know a lot about that or the Final Fantasy series, I used to actually get those two mixed up occasionally when I was younger. I think that's really funny how they're
No,
saying
yeah,
that.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, they even like in previous Kingdom Hearts games and even the new one, Cloud's there, Sephiroth's there.
I did not know that at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, Sephiroth is a secret boss in 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's not in it at all in 3.
Well, no
They
one was.
ended- they
No,
ended
Yeah,
the
you're
story-
right.
Yeah,
they ended the story
nobody
too.
was like.
Dang it.
Yeah,
I mean, if you think back to how 2 ended their storyline, they ended it pretty perfectly. They both
Where,
like,
Sephiroth?
yeah, because Cloud, after you beat Sephiroth, Cloud comes in and they go into that portal or whatever and go to a different realm, which we all thought at that time was them going to the Advent Children realm.
well, guys, you also know why we don't see Cloud and Sephiroth in 3, right? Even in the Remind DLC, right?
Okay.
They're too busy doing the Final Fantasy 7 remake.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Which
But
that was, I think that is Nomura's final send off before he actually like goes off and does his own. Like I think he's finishing up with Final Fantasy 7 remake, which I'm super psyched about.
Are
Is he
they
working
still
on that
doing?
too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Are they
Yeah.
still doing episodic releases? Or are they doing all?
More than
Yeah.
likely, but I guarantee you, like he's gonna leave the blueprints out. He's like, look, here's the rest of it. There
Yeah.
you go. You know, because I mean, it's really
I mean,
him heading it. So,
it's a cut copy paste of.
but
the
I
old
think
games.
even if he did it in the
graphics.
episodic, once he's done with Final Fantasy, he's gonna focus on
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts because it's his.
Yeah,
And he's also going to focus on Final Fantasy Versus 13.
which is going
Because
to be
it's
Kingdom
his.
Hearts.
Yeah. So,
Here's the big thing, though, is they did say there's going to be at least one more game in between 3 and 4. Is that one more game going to be Xehanort, or is it going to be an actual, not a phone game, but a console game? And
You know,
if it's going to be a console game, it's going to be fucking Switch.
I think it's going to be Switch.
Because, every single time we've had in between,
what?
like,
What's up?
yeah.
I just thought of
Did
something.
you have a moment?
Yeah, I just
saw
thought
it.
of something.
I saw you
Yeah,
have
you
that
saw it.
moment. Yeah. I was like, oh boy.
In
What?
between,
Go ahead.
in between 1 and 2, we had a Game Boy game, handheld game. In between 2 and 3, we had 2 handheld games, 3 handheld games, Birth by Sleep, and then 2 of them were on the Nintendo handheld.
Yeah, Birth by Sleep was PSP, and then 2 of them were on 3DS.
And now we have a new
DS.
Nintendo handheld, the Switch.
Yep.
There's going to be a Switch game in between.
Well, and they also re-released, what was it? Not The World Ends With You.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called, bro?
Yeah, we saw it today. We saw it today.
We were in
Game Exchange.
Game Exchange,
Yeah.
and she held out. We also have 3 new games. Something, and the World Ends With You.
Yeah.
I was like, bro.
It got
He's like, what?
re-released
He's
back
like,
onto the Switch. Yeah.
I was like, bro, that's the game where they're in Shibuya. And he's like,
wait, that's.
I wanna
also-
buy the
think-
Switch.
I think that's actually also Nomura's game.
Yeah, yeah.
Nomura has 3 games that he's done on his own, and he kind of just lets everyone kind of like piggyback off of him.
because the World That Ends
He's
With
pretty
You
brilliant.
is in Dream Drop Distance.
Yeah.
The characters are at least.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, so here's my little moment.
Yeah,
that I
you're
had.
brain
okay.
blast.
Yeah, literally
Yeah.
brain blast. Okay, so he's finishing. Nomura's
geez,
finishing
oh,
up
wow.
7, right?
Yeah.
Nomura's finishing up 7, right?
Yep.
Once he's done with them, you said he's gonna focus on Kingdom Hearts and Final
sure?
Fantasy.
or I don't know if they're going to call it Versus 13. Probably
Right.
not. They'll probably call it Yuzora.
But you know what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
right?
Durham Rex.
He's gonna
Yep.
focus on those two.
Yeah.
What if he just combines the two?
That makes
Kingdom Hearts versus 13 or Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Sora versus Yuzora.
I think that's what the
something
build
to
is
that
going to be.
Yeah.
I think there's going to be.
He's gonna merge the two games.
what I
or
think.
what
the
he
next
could do,
game-
just to really mess with all of us, is come out with one part of the game on the PlayStation and the other part on the
Don't.
Switch.
Fuck
Oh
that
my
Pokemon
god, do
bullshit.
not do that.
Fuck that Pokemon bullshit.
Do not do that.
What I think would be perfect, honestly,
Oh,
they need to have the next game needs to be done solely with the Virum Rex. We get that backstory a little bit more, and then we go into the whole where
Yeah,
Virum.
I wouldn't mind that.
that's
Actually.
where this leads off to.
Yeah,
it's like Sora's story has kind of ended for now until we get
Yeah.
the backstory on why Virum Rex needs it.
Yeah, or like
Why
yeah,
Yuzora needs
because
them.
really all we get from Yuzora is like he's like, how do you know who I am without knowing what I look like? And all
Right.
that, which that throws a whole other wrench in like what I was thinking.
I have a
about.
small theory about that too.
So then the other thing that he says is that she said for me to save Sora, and so I think the girl Yuzora is talking about is Ava, the missing Keyblade Master
Yeah.
from
Oh,
backstory.
Okay.
The one that trained with dandelions.
One of the the one that trained
Okay.
all the dandelions, the one with the pink.
Okay.
I don't know why this meant pink, but it did.
Yeah. Just doing the head
Pink!
sigil.
Yeah. Someone's
Like,
doing
just like
sign
this-
language. It's like,
this-
why is he talking about octopuses? I don't know.
It's mentioned octopus.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I think it may be her, but I kind of ran this by him, and it could be a dumb theory. So you know how Naminé was trapped inside Kairi's heart, right?
Right.
And that's her nobody, but Naminé's a different kind of nobody.
Yeah, she's her own.
Yeah.
Yeah, still
Odd.
Yeah.
I don't remember
So
her backstory,
I
but-
think Ava kind of did the same thing, and her heart's inside the girl that Virum Rex was trying to save in the Virum Rex trailer. And so maybe to save Sora, Ava said to save Sora. If you save Sora, then I'll save this girl or what have you. And maybe, I mean, like, because that's what I would like next. Like you just said, a Virum Rex game or whatever they want to call it would be the next ideal game to come out with, so that we could get some backstory. Because he literally when you beat Yuzora, when you fight him as Sora and you beat him, if you win, he starts to dissipate from his hands and going down, and he says, "I guess I'm not needed in this world yet." You know?
Whoa.
So he knows he's not dying. It almost sounds like he's like kind of resetting in a way. So I don't really know what that context.
You haven't seen the
is.
ending, have you?
Yeah.
No.
Ooh.
So it's wild. We'll show him that, and then
We'll show them
it's-
both.
It's so crazy to me
Because
because
two endings. You get two endings.
yeah, there's two
If
endings.
you
Well,
lose-
do we want to do this
ending?
right now? I mean, during the video.
I mean,
Dude, we're not.
okay.
Yeah, I mean we could. Yeah.
copyright strikes.
Because you'll know about
Well, we
it.
won't show it like
Yeah.
here though. Guys, you can look up that video yourself. It's just
I mean,
for
if
people.
Steven
show
wants, he
show
could
him
just.
too. Actually, I know it's like
Wow,
Steven
it's such a
wants-
beautiful game. You know, what
If
I mean?
Steven wants, he can just cut this.
Yeah, he really can. Yeah, Steven, if you want to cut this,
Steven cut my ass.
Cut now.
Just
yeah. And that's why.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
now
and
you
that's
can
what I
cut
was-
back to
Okay,
now.
cut back
And
to
now we're here.
Oh
that's-
my god.
So I think when we were talking about when Luxord throws Sora the wild card, I think that's when he's able to tap in and meet Yuzora. The wild card takes him to that world.
Yeah.
I want to know how
I think-
you reacted when you watched this. Because right now, my mind is blown.
So for
Oh,
me,
yeah, same.
dude, I sat there for a minute, and I because obviously you can't rewind.
right.
So I pulled up the good ending again, and I looked through, and I paused, and I just did it frame by frame, and I was like, that's Luxord.
Yeah.
I was like,
Because I
that's
texted him. I was like,
definitely
"Did you see this?"
Yeah.
Because I did not
But-
see this on my
but-
first time watching it.
But so what I noticed, and I think I even showed you that there's a video of the comparison. But what I noticed is like the first time seeing him passed out in the car as he's driving, and I was like, "This is Versus 13. This was the
Right.
this
Yeah.
is what we were shown for the game. Besides him walking down with the swords all around
Yeah.
him, that later
Yeah.
became Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
But that was Versus 13." In every way possible. Nomura basically told whoever told him who couldn't do that game, said, "I'm going to.
I have the
It's my
characters
game.
created.
I got 2 more games that are going to be mine.
Fuck off.
Fuck off. No, basically he did.
Pull the Gordon Ramsay. Fuck off.
And I commend the guy
You
for
don't
it.
get-
I want the best to come out of it. But when I saw all that, dude,
Oh my god.
it just threw me for a loop. You know, it honestly, I think it was just as big as
So-
Zigbar announcing that he's Lucius.
So with this said,
That's Luxord, and that's the car.
Yeah.
And he is saying the exact same thing that Sora said in the
He's
very first
Noctis.
game.
Yeah. He's what the real Noctis
Yeah.
is.
So
basically.
Why is he saying that? That's my first question. Why is he saying the exact same thing that Sora said in the very beginning?
Because there's this thing called world lines, and when they've talked about it like kind of sporadically throughout the games. And what they're basically saying is in these world lines, you can be able to travel from world to world through heart to heart and all that. But they've never specified that every world line is Disney related or is basically Kingdom Hearts related. These other world lines are things that can happen in continuity with the story that's happening right now, but they can overlap, aka why we get Square Enix characters like Final Fantasy characters in this game.
Right.
Because they're not originally all from there. They're in another world line.
now
Okay.
here's the biggest what the fuck theory that I thought, because it was given to me, is I think Yozora and Sora are the same person from different dimensions.
Yeah.
Because remember,
Why has he got two different eyes?
No,
Well, I think
here's
it's
the
like-
easier way to do it. They're both from the same universe, but a different side of the said universe coin.
yeah, same
Haba
coin,
and Vegeta.
different.
Got you.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense
Yeah,
to
yeah.
me.
This is why.
Okay,
yeah.
This is why whenever you go to the Toy Story world, Rex
see
kept on calling Sora
Yozora.
Zora.
Yeah.
Because in their mind, he's the same fucking person.
Yeah.
And he could not tell them apart.
Rex couldn't tell the difference.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. Now, another what the fuck is, that means that Lushu has been a mastermind. That also means that Luxord put himself in the organization because he knew that if someone had the balls enough to beat the organization, they had the balls enough to save Yozora's world too.
And he's playing.
He's playing.
Well,
I don't even know what to say.
What everyone's calling Luxord now is the Gambler of Fates.
And he
Yeah.
he was even called that
Yeah.
number 2. Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
That was his role
Yeah.
in it was Gambler of Fate.
Little did we know, I think the Fates they're actually talking about is Sora and Yozora's.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why their names sound so familiar
Yeah.
to each other.
And I think
What a twist.
yeah, I think this is
I don't
all
know if
to
there's like a
save
Japanese
Yozora's world.
meaning where one means the other or not. I'd have to look that
Yeah.
up. Like what
That's
Sora
a
means
good-
and what Yozora
that's a good
means.
thought.
I'd have to look that
Yozora
up.
means I remember them saying it, but it means night sky, I think. While Sora
Which is why
means
they mean
sky.
Sora at the night sky, and then
Uh,
Sora meets him in the regular sky. They're literally flip flopping. It's like
Oh my god.
Yeah.
They are literally two faces
swapping.
coin.
Yeah. Isn't that sweet?
So Sora, both from the Japanese Sora and the kanji Sora, meaning sky.
And Yozora mean night sky. Dark
Yeah.
sky.
Which that's why he meets Yozora for the first time.
So
is in
Sora,
in
the
that
edgy
dark
sky.
Night sky. Night
So
sky is
basically,
Yeah.
Yozora is like the dark side of
the alternate flip version.
Right.
Of, yeah.
So far,
Holy
he's
hell.
seeming like the much more cooler version of Sora.
It's because
Absolutely.
he's got the emo swag.
Dude, he's got the
So
emo
is it
swag.
like
He's got a
yin
sword
yang?
that absorbs, and he's also got a freaking crossbow.
But
like,
honestly, he's
so
Final
weird.
Fantasy. I mean, yeah, he's Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Right. So
Bro.
automatically, you are cooler.
Don't fight. Do not bring a Koopa coin to the Zora fight.
I know. He told me.
he absorbs it,
He absorbs it and he.
and it brings him back.
It's funny because he does the whole thing where he like lays on
yeah,
his
he
back,
lays on his back, and then it
and then the
pops
Koopa
up.
pops up, and you're just like, oh,
Yeah,
oh,
but
I
Does he get
fucked
full
up.
health?
Yes.
No.
And it's like, oh,
no.
oh, I
when I got
fucked
him
up.
knocked
I'm
down,
so
he got
confused.
about half his health back.
Yeah.
which is still like 7 bars because he's 13 bars.
Yeah.
Absorb what?
He's a harder
13 and
fight.
7.
That's what I was thinking.
Unimura.
That's what literally what I was thinking.
Well, that's what all the data fights
That's,
are. All the data fights are 13 bars. Even in the
That makes
Kingdom
sense.
Hearts 2, it's 13 bars.
But I love that.
Yeah.
I love how you play. I love. the
Nomura,
fact
is
that
your
you can do
favorite
that.
like number 13, 7, or both?
5,
Like, I
8,
don't-
and 2?
Well, I mean,
5,
you
8,
look at
2.
it, 13 and 7 and stuff, they're like two sides of a coin and everything, whereas
It's true.
one side is lucky and the other side is pretty bad.
Pretty
shit.
bad luck, yeah. See?
Floor 13, lucky 7 and unlucky 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean,
Nomura,
but when you talk about
son of a bitch,
When
you're
you talk
amazing.
about Sora
I
and
love you.
Yasora, I mean, it's like yin yang. You
Yeah.
know?
This could definitely be a yin yang thing.
Yeah.
Where it's all one
Look at
circle.
you. You said you don't know any of it. You're
I just
getting-
know logic. Don't
You're
mind
picking
me.
this up.
Dude, you've taken in about 20% of the Kingdom Hearts bullshit that we've all had to go through.
Now
to
let me
understand
really
this.
fuck you up
That
here.
is taking 13,
Years.
14, 15
Years.
years.
Let me really fuck you up here.
Yeah?
There's one dude named Xehanort who has like at least 7 forms and up to 13 forms.
What is he, Frieza?
It's
You haven't
just
seen
not-
my final
There's
form.
time travel involved, and it gets hella weird.
A good
So
majority,
Trunks-
a good majority of the members are just different versions of themselves.
Yes.
Ansem, Xehanort,
Yeah. So you have.
Zemnis.
Yeah. So you have the
Young
young
Xehanort.
Ansem. Yeah. You have.
Terranort.
Terranort.
That still counts because
Yeah,
it is.
no,
it
yeah,
is-
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's do this in lore wise, in history wise.
And almost
Yeah.
Sykes. Almost.
Almost.
Like,
Yeah.
but he decided to become friends again and all that, you know. So
Yeah.
him and Lee could be the
Yeah.
blue and red Power Rangers.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be
Do
cool.
you think we're gonna see
Yeah.
now? Here's the big thing, because we all know from Kingdom Hearts 3 that Luxord, Marluxia, Larxene, and Dimnix all have the power of the Keyblade because it was mentioned that they are Keyblade wielders.
Yeah.
Are we going to see? And that's another thing. Luxord being a Keyblade wielder, that was already a major giveaway. Are we going to see the return of Larxene, Lorium, Marluxia, and all of them?
I think so. Yes.
the next-
Whether or not it's going to be in the next game, we don't know because we don't really know. I mean, besides the Xehanort code, that's gonna touch base. I think more on young Xehanort's trials that he had to go through and what really ultimately made him decide. All right, yeah, this
Yeah.
is not good.
I want to
You know,
see
like-
his master because I swear, because their
I'd
master
be
is
almost willing to bet
is-
it's just another form of Lushu.
yeah, because their
I'd be almost
master
willing to bet.
had the unnamed Keyblade, and where the unnamed Keyblade is, Lucia's not far behind.
Yep. No Name is my faves.
Mhm.
Love me some No Names. But
Is that your favorite?
I love that fucking
Yeah.
Keyblade, man.
Mhm.
It's so sweet.
No
It's
Name?
so angry and evil.
Yeah.
I love it.
So there's
It's the only Keyblade that actually has a blade.
a long
It's
long
like,
time
it's
ago.
actually
Yeah, you're
a
right.
blade.
Yeah, you're
so
right.
it's like
Yeah.
more sinister. And it's like everyone else is like, I can beat you up bluntly, and he's like, Yeah, I'll cut you, boy. And you're like, Oh my God, Xehanort, calm down, Christopher Lloyd. We
So-
need you to-
A long time ago,
And a guy
there's a
far
guy named
away.
Master of Masters who wrote a book of prophecies. But to write the book of prophecies, he put his eye into this Keyblade, called it No Name, and told Lushu to keep No Name.
Wait.
And then,
The
so
blue eye that's hanging at the bottom of No Name is the Master
is
of
the Master of
Master's
Master's
eye.
eye.
Okay, then we
Which
already know
makes
who the
him-
Master of Masters is.
Who?
It's got to be Zigbar.
No.
No, because
He has an eye patch.
I know
yeah,
that.
but
yeah.
no. If you would have played fucking Birth by Sleep, you would know why
You
I
would
have an eye
understand
patch.
why.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch! I thought I cracked the code.
Yeah, I know.
He shot. I think Bragg shot Terra, and Terra deflected it. And grazed
Yeah,
his
and it
eye.
went back and shot and got right
And
in
you
the
guys
eye.
Son of a bitch!
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you think that Master of Masters is Sora?
I do.
Time travel. There's a bunch of time travel shenanigans, and we know that Master of Masters is time traveler, or like has the ability to manipulate time.
But see, the thing
well,
is,
in
he
that
doesn't-
case-
I think
In that case.
he can. I think Master of Masters can't necessarily. I don't think his
He
goal,
knows all the workarounds.
Well, I know, but I'm saying that his goal isn't to just travel through time. Xehanort did that.
What
and
is the Master of Masters' end goal?
I
That's
don't
the
know.
big
no,
question.
this is
I
it.
don't know. That's
Look,
the thing. No
he
one-
says in Remind that he just wants to sit back and watch.
Yeah.
So
He's a
he's-
sick son of a
I don't
bitch.
feel like Sora would do that.
Yeah, right. Normal
like
Sora,
Sora.
but maybe Sora saw something happen to Kyrie that was a little dark.
Well, you either
Or
die
maybe
a
he like
hero.
lost a friend, Riku, his lover, and like it
His gay
just
lover.
and it just made him snap, and he was just like, you know what, I can't do this, and so he grew up and then time traveled like he can, or world line traveled
Oh,
at this
man,
point.
I'd
Or
hope not.
Now,
hold
here's the
on.
thing.
Or hold on.
I kind of feel like that's a cop out.
Sora.
How
Sora
so?
needs to. Here's the thing
Like,
about.
would that not blow your mind though, just for him to like pull back and it's like evil Sora missing an eye, and
Not
he's
even
like,
evil Sora.
It's like Vanitas but older,
Well, I
and he's
mean-
missing an eye. I'd be like,
Yeah,
oh,
But here's the
fine.
thing, though. Here's the thing, though. Everything that we've Sora is Sora now because of what Master of Masters has put into plan. So what if it's like oh shit, I'm here, everything works out perfectly, but who starts this?
The Master of Masters is Sora's father.
Like, so the Master, so Sora, it's basically like, okay,
Hey, Ross.
the Master of Masters,
Sora's
aka
backwards.
Sora, had to start this for Sora to get to that point. It's the whole time, it's the
A
whole,
continuous loop.
yeah. So it's like, okay,
But
but
what happens when Sora becomes like? What is the original? Let's say the Master Masters does all that. So Sora.
what came first, chicken or the egg? It's the
Well,
same.
no.
it's the same
I'm saying
aspect.
what does the Master Masters do after Sora does break? What does Sora do if it really is Sora? What does Sora do after Sora does break?
They become one.
He becomes Master of Masters.
You think he'll fucking fuse like
Oh,
Kami and
boy.
Piccolo?
No, more like Vanitas and Ventus.
What the fuck
Oh
is
my.
inside the box? Because people are saying Yozora's world.
What's in the box?
I think so. Here's one thing I think, and it could be wrong. I think it's the Master of Masters' body, and I think he like for some weird reason he had to keep it in there, so maybe to keep it preserved, and maybe because we never see his face, so he could have easily projected his heart into the cloak just as Ansem did in that bag in the first game.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
And I mean,
Yeah.
Master Master's
the
been
yellow
around.
bag. The yellow,
Yeah, and Master Masters has been around a lot longer, so there's no reason that I couldn't believe
Yeah.
that he could go almost full physical
And
form.
we've never seen him. We've never seen him without wearing
Nope.
the
So as far as we know, when he was teaching everybody in backstory, it probably more than likely was not him. As far as his body being there.
It was
Hold
just
the
the
fuck
cloak.
up.
And that's why he was able to just disappear out of nowhere. His body's in the box. The box opens up to another world. And it's called Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh my
It's called
god.
Shibuya.
Yeah.
No,
Yes,
here's
yeah.
here's
Yeah.
the major mindfuck though. Is like, if he's just possessing the cloak, is that the reason why he doesn't take off the cloak, or is it because we know the cloak
Protected
protects
from
you from
darkness.
darkness.
Yep.
So, why would someone be so worried about being contaminated by darkness?
Probably because he's just a heart.
Maybe that's all
Or
that's
he's
left. Yeah.
complete light.
Yeah.
What if he's a being made of complete light?
Well, if he was a being of complete light, then he could walk through it just like Sora did.
Exactly.
Did Sora? Oh shit.
Sora, Riku, and Mickey have done it.
But see, he's already.
Yeah,
and
but
Aqua.
He
but
told.
Aqua got tainted,
Aqua,
though.
yeah, but the other three did.
He told.
Riku
Maybe
did, but he
because
got
they just-
tainted by Ansem.
Well, maybe because they just weren't there.
Yeah.
In
He got
Remind-
touched by Ansem in a very inappropriate way.
In Remind, didn't
Oh.
he tell young Xehanort that if he doesn't need it, then why wear it anymore? If I remember correctly,
Yeah,
he
I think
did.
you're almost right.
Yeah, I think he did say He did tell young Xehanort.
Yeah, because young
And
Xehanort's
young
like,
Xehanort said, "Well, I'll just continue wearing it."
yeah, because young Xehanort's like, why do you still wear that?
If
And
you
he's
don't
like,
need it.
yeah, it's like, why do you still wear that if you don't? He's like, oh, because I just think it looks cool.
Yeah,
Like,
something
he's
like
Well,
that.
I
Yeah,
think.
he said-
Well, here's the thing.
So
I think he's
maybe-
once again just a heart in that
I
form.
bet he
and
does
probably-
need it.
You know, yeah, he probably needs it in the sense like not. He's like, no, look, the darkness. I made it. What I just don't want to show you that I'm just a heart and that I'm vulnerable.
Right.
You know, and who knows? Maybe he's like, even though I'm a heart, I can still jack you up. You know, you don't know. Like I would like to see what's gonna happen with Master of Masters. I'd like to see how they're gonna do it. I really just want a Yozora game though, because I'd be down to play just that. Yes, sir.
So I was gonna say, so Yasora and Sora are pretty close or similar in everything.
Yeah.
And the fact, like, so does one have a red and blue eye, and the other one has a blue and red eye?
No,
No.
Sora has just two blue eyes.
Okay.
So I want to say maybe
don't
the
know where the
red.
red eye comes from.
Here's the thing, and it could mean a lot of things.
Well, maybe that's the
Lock
original
on,
eye,
shot
and
lock,
you put the master.
But maybe
wait.
the red is a
Yeah, I got some.
sign of evil.
What?
Well, I was
if?
gonna say, what if it was the fact of the sword and everything? Whatever that one sword was,
Mhm.
he took his eye out and everything and put it in that, and he has to use the other version of
Yeah,
himself
and he
to
took
keep
someone
himself
else's.
complete.
Yeah.
That's
It's
what
like
I'm
another good
thinking.
way.
That's
Are you
what I
sure
was
you
thinking.
haven't played any of these games?
No, I'm
boy?
just a
Damn
psychologist.
it!
Absolutely.
He beat me to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
What if he took out his blue eye, put it in that? What if your Yozora is the master? of
I
Masters?
hope that here's the thing. He could have also just changed it just cause you know. It is
Nomura
Yozora.
does
Or,
some-
I'm sorry.
When
yeah,
did
this is
Nomura does No, he does things for a reason. Eventually,
Not
eventually, they become reasons. Eventually,
Yeah. I'd
Years
like
later.
to see. I'd like to maybe see where it's gonna go because either the red eye has, or the blue eye, I guess maybe, has some kind of weird continuity to Kingdom Hearts itself. But I think maybe also the red eye allows him to.
Shotgun gun.
Kind of, because the thing is he can absorb the Keyblade and it turns into his own blade.
Oh god.
Yeah, so
really?
Yeah. He, at one point, I think it's his little arrow gun turns into a type of vacuum thing. He traps you in a sphere, and it absorbs your Keyblade, and then his blade gets Keyblade-esque.
How
And it
hard
looks
is
cool.
he?
Oh, he's a son of a bitch. I can
Yep.
tell you that,
Yeah.
dude. Block like crazy.
Really?
And you got to find your opening, honestly. But honestly, I'm glad that Remind was harder in its own right, because it is, especially the data fights. Holy hell!
What level were you when you fought him?
Yuzora?
Yeah.
That was my 99.
No
That
way.
was-
And you still
yeah.
had problems with him?
I still had problems with him, even though I had automatic block and health regeneration on there.
Wow.
Yeah, he's awesome, but fuck, he's a dick, and I loved it. But I let him do it several times where he absorbs your Keyblade, and
Just to see it?
Well, and it looks different from any Keyblade you have. But what's cool is it almost looks like the Ultima from Kingdom Hearts 2.
Really?
Yeah.
So I just pulled this up. When did Yuzora meet young Xehanort? Is young Xehanort in his own time frame? Because if so, he wouldn't.
Has it
act
been
that way.
confirmed that Yuzora has met young Xehanort?
Or not Yuzora? Young Master of Masters and young Xehanort.
Okay.
Whenever they
What
spoke,
about it?
Was it during young Xehanort's time?
No, I thought it was.
'Cause
I thought
that's
it was Master
true.
Masters.
No, it was during the young Xehanort's time.
If that's true, then he
Because
wouldn't know
where
the name
was
Sora.
that? It said 75 years later.
Yeah, you're right.
So
You're
he
right.
wouldn't know the name Sora.
This was obviously. So if you guys remember the very beginning when he's playing chess with Master Ericus,
Yeah.
by the way, Master Ericus is played by Mark Hamill,
Oh.
Yep.
and the younger version of him is played by Drake Bell.
Oh.
If you like Drake and Josh at all, I did.
I did.
But oh god, sorry, I just lost my train of thought. Sorry,
75
guys.
years later.
So 75 years later, he obviously was younger when he's playing chess with Ericus. Then
Then
when
he
you
is-
see the part, that's the same age when you fight him when he's got that time skip. to
Yeah.
your Keyblade.
No, you're right.
And I think that is after he got through his Mark of
But
Mastery and
remember,
all
whenever
that.
you go back in time, you lose all your memory of going forward in time.
Yeah.
So he does not know the name Sora. So for him to react that way, when Master of Masters is like, my name is so and so,
Yeah.
he
My
acted
name
like
is Tadashi.
he acted like he knew that name.
Yeah.
So it's not Sora because
So
he
what
wouldn't
if-
know the name Sora.
Ericus.
And then he said, "I am a lost master." And he's like, "Lost master?" And then this is what happens.
Well, here's the other thing, though. We may not think we know the name, because here's the other thing. Xehanort pressed Ericus about, you know more than you're letting on.
Yeah.
And he said, you know, I know about the Lost Masters and all that. So he's read into it.
Yeah.
So I mean, granted, it could be a name we know, but it could be that he knows that name because he read it, and then
And
he could go,
Ericus-
"Hey, Ericus, you're a sack of shit for lying and saying you didn't know more. because
Ericus
I just
has-
met one of them, you
yeah.
know."
Ericus has one of his older relatives from his past self was one of the leaders of the Dandelions.
Yeah.
I think it might be Brain, the
Yeah.
one that wears that like.
I think that's been a long time
Yeah.
that everyone has said that Brain
Yeah.
is his distant relative.
But
yeah.
about the coats, he said, "You're gonna ditch the coat soon." And he says, "What do you mean?" He says, "One day you're gonna outgrow it."
Yeah.
How so? If you truly possess great power, the darkness can't control you.
Yeah.
You won't need a silly old coat to stay safe. Holds out his hand. In fact, you'll be the one controlling the darkness instead. Then he retorts with, "Me, on the other hand, I'm too much of a scary cat to ever take mine off." And he goes back to acting like, you know what he reminds me of? Toby from Naruto.
Yeah.
Because he can go from like being like, "Oh my god," and very like fluent with his emotions, very
serious
cartoonish,
at the time.
and then drop the fuck out,
Yeah.
just be really just dead set serious.
Get to your point, though.
That was the point, is the fact that it's someone that he knows. It's some
Oh, never mind.
it's someone that young Xehanort already knows, so it can't be one from the future because he doesn't know anything about the future because he went back in time. If he did go to the future, when you come back, you don't remember anything.
Yeah.
So
Did I get the last puff? Oh, damn.
So-
I'm gonna turn it back.
So I definitely think it's not Sora or anyone from the future, unless someone goes back in time and their name is known. But at that point, I think
Geppetto.
Xehanort would just be like, "Hey, why are you a young fucking kid when I just met you and you were called a Lost Master?"
Yeah.
That would have came up within the speaking. Like, why are you such a young kid when you're a lost master now? That would come up right now.
Right.
So I definitely don't think Master of Masters.
Or what we're maybe gonna learn in the Xehanort saga is maybe he can't tell Sora about what's gonna go on, because then it would change everything.
Yep.
But the fact that Xehanort,
I'm gonna hold on to this.
Yeah.
I do not in
Yeah,
any way,
I
shape, or
understand
form
that.
believe wholeheartedly that Sora is the Master of Masters. But
it'd be hilarious.
if it happened,
I do, because I don't know any better.
there we go. But if it does, oh yes, the sweet, sweet vindication. Like, but I doubt it. I seriously doubt it.
Yeah.
I to me, Kingdom Hearts is always like, after every game has just stepped up this plate of being
Crazy
like, you
nonsense.
thought you were shocked then? Oh, look
Yeah.
at this. You're like, oh, you played Kingdom Hearts 2? Have you played Final Mix yet? Because look at this. And,
Yeah.
and it keeps going, and I love that. So for me, now it just feels like a game, and I'm like, you know what? I bet Captain Hook's the Master of Masters, and you can't say
You're trying to get
otherwise.
one step ahead of
Yeah,
Nomura.
trying to.
Big
yeah.
brain.
Gosh.
What sounds completely stupid, and let's find a way to make it real, because that's what Nomura is doing.
Sephiroth is the Master of Masters.
He's Matt Pat of
King's Monkey.
Kingdom Hearts.
That's just
Yeah.
a theory.
I
Yeah.
have no idea who that
A
is.
Kingdom Hearts theory. Tune in next time.
That's
I
fine.
love that. No, I hope for it. I really do.
Well, we are running at an hour. You want to do a...
So, final thoughts.
What
I
a
definitely
great
think-
series, guys.
So yeah. So
Oh,
what's
Cody,
your
I
final
hope we can
thoughts?
get you into it.
What's your final thoughts?
Final thoughts for me: the gameplay overall for DLC, the story fills in a lot. What I needed, I got my fix for now.
You got your no attractions.
I got my no attractions.
No attractions.
That's another thing. The easy code, hard codes, those are a total blast. I say go for the hard code because that's the one that lets you turn off the attractions. Like, so cool. I didn't even get to use the little
You'll know when
train.
you're older.
The train attraction, didn't use it on the Rock Titan, didn't use it on
Really?
the Big Heartless fight.
Holy
Nope.
hell.
How can
That
you not
sucker
do it
was
with-
turned off,
How
baby.
can you not do it against the rock type? Like that has to be.
No, it
that's like
doesn't.
the thing.
No,
Really?
you can just beat them by yourself.
I'd love.
Yeah,
Let's see that.
Oblivion,
Oh my God.
2 Keyblades, goodbye. Like, that was all there was to it, and I like that you can do it your own way. But honestly, man, I'm excited to see what happens next.
Absolutely.
I'm not gonna get the phone game. Sorry, Namora. I love you to
I
death,
won't.
man, and
No, uninstall it and then
Yeah.
follow it every single time.
absolutely, and I will constantly go to him and YouTube anything that you put out. Absolutely, but I just can't do
Yep.
phone games.
So, what do you think's gonna be short, sweet? What do you think next game is gonna happen? You?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, Cody's gonna be the one in.
I'm gonna end it on you because I want to
Yeah,
see
absolutely.
like you went
I
from
think-
nothing to 100 real quick.
Yeah.
I think, kind of like what I said earlier, I think he's going to merge Kingdom Hearts and his baby. What is it? Final Fantasy 13.
Yeah, Biram Rex. We can call him any of them, and it's not wrong.
I think he's gonna merge the two
Yeah.
and just.
Yep.
I don't think
He-
he's gonna work on both.
He
of them.
wants to
I
tell
think
the
it's gonna
story
be-
he wanted to tell
I think it's gonna be
originally.
one. Game.
I think this next fight is gonna shit on Kingdom Hearts 3. Is what
Yeah.
it seems like.
Yeah.
'Cause it's. I mean, you're going up against not just like different versions who have different powers as you've been against before. These are people who also wield Keyblades, and they don't seem to fuck around.
I almost feel like this was just a setup for the next game.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
You honestly, I felt like backstory had way more relevance than just it being like. Because here's the thing: when that came out, I was like, okay, this is obviously going to be mentioned in 3, but I feel like there's hopefully going to be more continuity, and there is, and I'm cool with that. And what was it? You that says like on the box of Kingdom Hearts 3, or even on like the loading screen of it, you can see the others up in the faraway
That was me.
clock tower.
Yeah.
So you can see the Master of Masters and the other
And the Lost Masters
hanging out
on the very
way
far
back.
tower.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Yep.
and
Because people thought they were just like gargoyles, but Nomura has stated that those
and the
are.
last one,
Wow.
this kind of goes back to the original beating Kingdom Hearts 3 when you have who I think is Ava doing the heart thing, up to the moon.
Oh, I think that's Master of Masters.
thought it was
looks
too.
too short to be the Master of
That's
Masters.
true.
That's the only thing. I could be wrong
I
just
thought it
because
was
of how the
Master
angle
Masters.
is. And it could be. I think it's either that or it's Ava, because we really don't know what Ava is doing.
Right.
And we don't know if Ava was the one that Isa and Lee were looking for, the girl that they
Girl,
talked
girl,
about.
yeah.
They're like, no, she's gone and disappeared. maybe she went to a different
Yeah,
world.
what?
And what do you think? After hearing this, are you wanting to play it more, or you just want to be like, fuck this, I'm done?
Well, not being you, I love to learn about something I have no idea about and everything.
Fuck JoJo.
Yeah. This is pretty much the equivalent to you or me throwing you into JoJo and everything, and I'm just like, huh.
That's fair.
Well, at the end of the day, it does sound really interesting, and I bet my final thoughts about it, there's obviously some sort of like yin-yang going on and
Yeah.
everything, and I bet that has some sort of big part into the
And that's
ending
a
of it
newer
and
thing
stuff.
in the game,
And like
too.
the Sword of Sword,
Like you
or the
kind
Master
of
Masters.
saw that with Riku and Sora. Riku's his best friend, but it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't really the same. It was more like at one point they're competing, and then now
Well,
they're
just 7
just
and
like
13.
they're best friends, you know. And
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
and that's kind of just where that lies. But that yin yang thing, dude, definitely is a new thing. So
Brand
Yeah,
new.
yeah.
Brand new.
it threw us off.
So,
It took 14 years for it to happen.
with that said, we're approaching our time limit, and
Oh,
We already
past,
went past
way
it.
past.
let's
it.
go ahead and end it off by doing what Kingdom Hearts always does.
Oh yeah, smoked me in the head with it.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Have a good
Bye.
night, guys.
Jotaro.
Cut that out.
Yep.